For your complete up-to-date listings of live Smodco shows, go to smodcast.com. April 14th, Irvine Gets Old with Jay and Bob. Comic Book Men's Mike and Ming are at PopCon in Evansville, Indiana on April 15th. Get your tickets now at smodcast.com.
This episode of Tell 'em Steve Dave is brought to you by Squarespace. Start building your website today at squarespace.com. Enter offer code TESD at checkout to get 10% off. Squarespace. Build it beautiful.
Tell 'em Steve Dave sat recording in a comic store, but Brian Q felt that they needed more. Quinn wanted women, adventure and booze. Brian just wanting to debate hot button topics and not have to lose. So they travelled, Quinn driving, hitting pavements, Brian providing abundance as a vague navigation. So whether they win or lose, triumph or fail, listen to this podcast and they will regale you with their tales. Space Monkeys. Space Monkeys. Space Monkeys. Space Monkeys.
Ladies and gentlemen, get comfortable. It's about that time for the last show of the 2016 Impractical Jokers Cruise. And there's only one way to end it. And that's with drunken buffoonery, offensive nonsense, and roll. But first, your opening act. Put your hands together for Jiggy!
Yo, when I say ma, you say hollow. Ma. Yo, what's going on with this Justin Bieber album coming out? I understand the lyrics of this Justin Bieber album. What do you mean? I think Justin's lost his mind. When you nod your head yes, but you want to say no. What do you mean? Probably no. Unless the song was written by Bill Cosby.
Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Space Monkeys. I'm Brian Quinn. With me is Brian Johnson. On the way here from Red Bank, New Jersey. We have a lot of mics. We have a lot of guests coming out. We got Roll. Sweeping the boat, Roll. Everybody wants to play it. Well, here we are. I know we've been thanking you for coming on the cruise at every other show, so I'm not going to do that here. Sounds like a waste of all of our time. You going to say anything tonight, or am I just going to stand there?
Is this on? Hello?
All right, here we go.
Well, you already fucked up. It's Welcome to Space Monkeys, presented by Starburst. And if you don't get that joke, that means you weren't here last night. So fuck you.
That's right. My dad's in the audience somewhere. All right, what do we got tonight before we bring out the guests? I figured I'd give us a little alone time tonight.
Yeah, we rarely get that much alone time. It's always Walt Flanagan poking his nose in. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing?
What do you guys want to talk about?
Yeah. First, really, I want to say something serious, which is a huge thank you from me to BQ and Sal and Murr and Joe for having me, because if it weren't for nepotism, I would have been under the ground like. Is this a professional-like situation where, like, I'm now responsible for your life because I saved it? But seriously, yeah, it's good to have friends like these guys who aren't just like, hey, why don't you come along and hang out, but come along and do with me what we both love to do. And, you know, it's really nice to have people like this guy in your life that provide you with opportunities.
Well, thank you for coming.
And the second thing is I want you all to sign my change.org petition to get the Impractical Jokers off the air. Because they hate people with special needs.
Where's your evidence of that?
Okay, so.
Okay.
If any of you don't know, some of you may not, I have a niece named Sage. She's more like my daughter. And she lives with me, and I've been calling her ship to shore. She's not really worth it, you know, $2 a minute, but I called her yesterday, and she was acting last night, she was acting a little bit different, you know, and I could hear her getting, like, choked up. And I said, what's wrong? And whenever something's really wrong, she goes, it's okay. And I said, no. I said, tell me, what's wrong? And she said, I want you to come home. So I said, I'm coming home, honey. I said, I'll come home. I said, I'm still on the boat with Q. Because she's known Q her entire life. And she goes, no Q, Dada, me. So I'm wondering, why would you guys take me away from her for so long? It's kind of a jerk-off move.
Yeah, I guess you're right about that, I guess. I've never really liked her.
Yeah.
She's not a good kid.
I've said this time and time again. She is an arrogant little Down syndrome child. She really does think she's the hottest shit on earth. This summer I was moving and I was packing rollerblades. Now she's never seen fucking rollerblades before. And she looks at them. She's like, "What are them?" And I said, "They're called rollerblades. They're like roller skates." And she goes, "I do that." And I said, "No, these are my size. You know, maybe someday we can get your size." And she goes, "I'll win." Which means she's challenging me to a race.
Right, and assuming she's going to win.
And she's going to win. Yeah, there's no fucking doubt about it. In her mind, she's like, I'll beat him.
Now, you do that race. Do you let her win? Or you
well, you know
show
what?
her how the world works?
Well,
or do you lose because you're going to lose?
I mean, I would like to say, like, I let her win. But, like, when we have running races, she legitimately beats me. She's a quick little thing. What else were we going to talk about?
You got your notebook.
I have to take exception with some of these IJ fans.
Oh.
Yeah.
With some of these guys?
They're bullies, I hear. They've been harassing my new girlfriend. Yeah. That's right.
What is happening around here? Well, get to the bottom of this. One, who's your new girlfriend?
Her name is Kelly. Now, I'll let you decide. I said you're my new girlfriend. She said if I had a scientist build an inbred Frankenstein that I wouldn't fuck in a million years,
right.
I can only imagine he would come up with you.
Right, okay.
Which I said, all right, I'll just hang out in a holding pattern for a little while, see what happens. No, Kelly was the one who, along with Sierra, got me all that fucking tasty IJ porn from last night's show.
Oh, okay.
And people have been accusing her of writing it.
If you weren't at last night's show, Brian started the show with IJ /fiction.
/erotica.
/erotica.
Smut.
What is it called? Well, I know it's called, obviously I know it's fan fiction, but isn't there
with such authority?
I know, isn't there a subgenre called / which involves homosexuality to the hilt? Then this was /fiction because it was all about me being in love with Sal, Murray being in love with Joe, a lot of kissing and stuff like that. And this exists. And I have to live with that.
Yeah, it was found on the internet. Like I said, I stayed up. I've been staying up so late. I've stayed up later in the last 3 nights than I've stayed up in the last 15 years. Like I don't. They're like, look how old he is, and he kept his eyes open. And so we were talking, and they brought this up, and I mean, you know me, like the second I hear, I'm like, wait, what?
How'd they bully them?
What's that?
How did they?
Like I said, they're accusing her of sullying your good reputation.
But how are they accusing her?
by going up and saying, I know you wrote it.
Like in a confrontation.
Like she was, she's in fear for her life.
Is she here?
Yeah, she's here. Where are you sitting? Kelly, just raise your hand.
Kelly,
she's somewhere around.
Here?
Where is she?
Kelly, you going to make yourself known, or are we going to do this all
fucking
the
stand up
night?
or get my attention somehow. Oh, there she is, over there. Hello,
Kelly,
honey.
did you write it?
What's up, baby?
You did write it? Oh, so they're wrong.
Is it okay if I call you Boo while I'm up here and then never again? Okay.
Got it. All right. Well, we have some guests tonight. Are they at the side stage? Are you guys there? No. Yes? Yes. First one I know is going to be a popular choice with you guys. His name is Joe Gatto. He's on the hit TV show Practical Jokers. Come on out, Joe. There he is. Now this, I am very interested to have Joe on because Joe has not been on Tell 'em Steve Dave to date. Yeah, he refuses to do Space Monkeys. So I've never really seen you in, I don't want to say a mean-spirited podcast, because you do Pizza Beer Revolution, but that's it's an excellent podcast.
So does Ming Chen.
Right. But it's always very positive, your appearances. And I'm wondering to see which way you go here.
Well, I'm a positive person.
I know. I'm just kind of seeing. But just in case that Joe and his comedic sensibilities were too nice, we brought Owen Benjamin as well because if there's someone I know. Oh, got it. All right. Excellent. We also have Theo Vaughn. Are you back there, buddy?
Yeah.
There he goes. Who, I don't know how we don't start this without having Theo tell his hot tub story. Are you willing to tell that story?
Yeah, man, it's just been a long day, I feel like.
Theo, we were eating dinner, and Theo walked in and told me this story that was so funny I almost threw up my goddamn lunch. I'm hoping you guys find it as funny.
Well, what happened was I woke up this morning, my legs was feeling kind of swollen at the bottom because I guess our family doesn't have really good muscles and everything.
I have an extra pair of compression stockings.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll try one of them first, but I'm not trying them both at the same time. But so what had happened was I got up, barely because of the legs. And I went out to the hot tub, and so I get in there, I'm soaking my legs in there, right? A little fucking shady, kind of sounds like something kind of an older black man might do. But I'm in there, it's early in the morning, right? And then this a child gets in there, a child. And and he gets in, right? And so I'm chill, dude, I'm not a pedophile, I'm an adult male, and I'm, I have some setbacks, but I don't feel like that's something that's going to be a part of my life. So I'm sitting there confident, but it does seem a little seedy because now I'm in here with this child, and we don't even know each other at all. And my foot, he kept moving around, and my foot kind of brushed it was his thigh. I know that, not because because after a while, as you get older, you know how people's bodies are. Even if it's a child, if you ever hugged a young child and felt his thigh on accident, you remember that feeling. So I touched with my foot a little, right? And so then this young fella starts tickling me a little bit.
He's tickling you?
Yeah, dude.
Strange child on the Lido deck.
Yeah, dude,
tickling you.
And I don't know this child, man, And I don't even let children that I do know tickle me because I feel like it's kind
against
of
the law.
Yeah, it's because I'm trying not to be a pedophile, and he's kind of
trying not to
try.
He's encouraging. Was there any words exchanged, or was he just like?
Yeah. Well, I think he's he don't have a lot of, he probably doesn't have a lot of. He didn't seem like the wisest young fella, and so when I touched his leg, I thought he felt like it was on,
Here comes a tickle fight.
I do. So look. He tickled me, and I'm trying to kind of keep him off, because I don't fucking know him.
You're stiff arming the tickle.
Yeah, and it's really weird.
So now you're assaulting the child.
Yeah, now I'm like kind of hold him off, and there's not much of his body out of the water except his chest. He's kind of a thicker little fella, and so you kind of are touching like his chest and skin a little bit. And
I was there the whole time. Theo was alone in the hot tub.
But people are walking by, right? And I don't fucking know this kid, so I'm trying to say shit that in case, like, I'm like, we just met, like things
That make it all right for what you're doing to this strange child.
Yeah, just like in case like there's a court case later or something, some people will be like, well, I heard him say they didn't know each other real loud. And the crazy part was he had been in a costume contest or something, I guess. I don't know, you guys have been having a lot of cool stuff for the fans. And so we had like kind of like mascara, like eye black or something on his eyes. And like a little cape on his back.
In the hot tub?
Yeah, dude, he's a fucking
didn't take
kid.
the cape off?
He's a fucking idiot. He's a young child that's touching adults, man. It's like reverse molestation, man.
Yeah, I feel like he sexually assaulted you.
I feel like you should file a report.
Yeah. I do want to, and y'all are recording this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because this is exactly what happened. But then it looks shady because people's walking by and I have my hand like on his shoulders and stuff, trying to keep him away from me, right? Like this, And his eyes, his mascara's running.
His mascara was running?
Well, whatever he's wearing, whatever y'all are putting on these children, Mom. And so I just felt real nervous, but I couldn't get out because my legs hurt so bad, man. I had to stay in there and fucking wrestle with little Jonathan. I know his name was Jonathan, little Jonathan ass.
You couldn't go anywhere because your legs, it's like misery when you're in a hot tub.
Was that before or after we saw each other? Like when you were like, because you were saying your calf is knotting up. Then you went into the tub?
Yeah, and that's how I went in it.
So it was right before that.
Yeah.
You got raped right after I saw you.
So be careful out there, man. There's some young kids out here that I feel like have ulterior motives. Like when I was young, you got molested. You didn't like want to be,
It could have been worse. You could have like goggles.
Yeah, or a snorkel.
A snorkel.
Theo always takes it to dark places. Like we rented a Jeep in that island and we drove to get lobster, and he just kept looking at trails and going, man, I could hide a body here. I'm like, who the fuck thinks that way?
Everyone in Mexico.
Yeah.
I had a question, Q, because
Yeah.
we do Tell 'em Steve Dave. It's me, you, and Walt. Now, if you're a listener to the show, you know that, like, if I say something, immediately one, if not two people are going to gang up against me, no matter what they really think.
Yeah.
It's just, especially Flanagan, it's about arguing it. So there was this situation, and I'll pause it to you guys. I'll let you figure it out and see if I was in the right or wrong. Like, you know what Redbox is, right? The DVD thing. So I'm
rental.
It's a chick on her period.
Yep. So
Wow.
I like
True. It's true.
My bad. Red box.
No, they got it. You didn't need to say it again.
Red box.
Wow, he's saying it still. And he's still saying it.
After fucking Theo's story, I get shit. He's talking about tickling in a fucking hot tub. I say
got
red
tickled.
box.
I got tickled. I
You
didn't do
got
anything.
tickled. I know. I get it. You got tickled.
Don't put that tickle on him, man.
Jesus Christ.
No, but Theo's sitting in there asking for the tickle. Like he was
I wasn't
like,
asking for it.
no, your eyes say make me giggle.
Yeah.
That's how you look at me. I want to tickle you all the fucking time.
Your eyes say make me giggle.
You have one of those
He looks
eyes.
at you like make me giggle with your hands. That's how you look at me. I've known you 10 years.
I ain't even trying to see you like that.
Do you guys want to switch seats?
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut off your story. It's the red box. I'm
It's all
sorry.
right. So I'm at Redbox, and there's a guy ahead of me, and it's fucking freezing out because all the red boxes are outside. This guy's taking forever to choose his fucking video. I'm standing there and waiting. Now, during the process, at a certain point, you can put in your email, so the fucking Redbox sends you shit that like, oh, this just came out. It was out in video stores fucking a year ago, but here it is. So he then decides, I'm gonna put. Now he knows I'm there. He sees me waiting.
Right.
So he goes and he puts in his fucking email address, right? Which I think is very rude. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Come on. He finally finishes up and he leaves. Now,
it took him a long time to put that email address in because he was like one of those thalidomide babies. So he had flippers.
He was a flipper child?
Yeah.
No way.
And I thought it was extra rude knowing that you do not have the typing skills of a guy like me with fucking 10 strong fingers that could have gotten it done like that. Does he need to hear from Redbox that fucking desperately that he's going to fucking make me wait in the cold?
I mean, I'm not trying to make an inflammatory statement, but if you're going through life with flippers, you might need all the contact you can get.
Do you see what I mean? They immediately turn against me, like no matter what I say.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I understand his need for people to reach out to him because a lot of people are just like, hey, ooh.
Yeah.
And then, like, I'm not talking to the flipper guy.
He's flipping out for help.
Yeah, that's right.
He wants any contact, even junk emails from Redbox.
My friend don't have an arm, and he don't. Unless
he's 11, he likes hot
magician, you know? Unless he's like a magician.
I bet you what, I bet your Theo could beat that guy in the tickle fight. I don't, let me think real quick. Immediately I was like, before I knew about the whole, situation, I said to myself, that guy's a dick. You're waiting, like you could go home and log on at home. You could flip on you could flip on your computer, but you know what I mean. You can flip on your computer at home and flip out on it, and you can just do it at home. Like, why does he have to do it right there? Because it's in front of him? Like, if you want that bad, do it at home when a gentleman's not waiting in the cold.
I couldn't agree
Or just
more.
let him ahead of you.
Were you acting like you
Like he should have let you ahead of him.
Were you like stretching a lot? Were you like, oh, come on, this is taking forever?
Yeah, but there's benefits. One-armed people can't be handcuffed.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I've been saying that for years. They can't be handcuffed. They're truly free people.
I mean, in retrospect, I may have been flaunting my arms a little. Yeah, I was doing jazz hands in front of him.
So how long did it take him to do the email?
I mean, if I had to be completely honest, people are like, oh, fuck, it took 15 minutes. It's like, no, it didn't. I would say a good, 3 to 3.5 minutes of fucking biting cold. And it's not like he can put gloves on and do it.
Please tell me.
He would only be able to do mittens, and that doesn't work.
Please tell me what you just got in front of him and started looking like, oh, they never have the hand that rocks the cradle. You're browsing for every hand movie you could.
They have Hand of God. Oh, they have flippers in.
Oh, look, there's Blackfish, the documentary about SeaWorld.
How do we feel, just collectively as an audience, about jumping right into Roller Roll? Does anybody enjoy that idea? I thought you might feel that way. So unlike last night, I assembled a game before the show started. Brian, you want to explain the game to everybody while I go get it?
It's a good, solid Christian game. Where there's these two oversized plastic die that have characters on them. It might be like an ant, and it might be a grown man and a little kid who likes hot tubs.
Yeah.
You rang.
So they roll. Each person takes a roll, and then a topic is given. Now the topic may be like, okay, so Joe, you are a very strict Catholic, right? Very, very religious type guy. And Theo is a chick who's like, this is the third abortion I got this year. Do you think I should get another? Moral quandaries they present, to, I guess, teach morals and lessons and shit like that. But this shit was from 72 or something like that?
It was in the early 70s, this game.
So, even though I was born before 72, it's still you think back to that time and it's everybody was really fucked up about. Everybody's always been really fucked up about religion, but I like the fucking mid to late 70s, early 80s when everybody was fucking daycare center, satanic child abuse. Oh, what, you? Satanic child abuse, you know? Oh, you fucking, how'd you get your corn to fucking grow that high? Satanic child abuse. Constantly, like cases where like, motherfuckers stayed in jail for 10 years because some kid was like, well, when I went to school, they took me on a ride on a flying elephant. We landed in the ocean, floated around for a while. Then the guy fucked me, and then we came on back. And they just dismiss everything aside from the dude fucked me. And they
like
show,
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Right, yeah, exactly. They show the footage of...
Wait, what?
They show...
Like To Kill a Mockingbird? Did I skip a chapter?
Bro, I feel like I'm like tripping balls right now. Like I'm picturing an elephant fucking like...
I mean, you got
it
was.
Finch,
I love it. I'm down the rabbit hole.
Yeah,
It's Atticus Finch.
like once we get the internet back, we're back in civilization. Yeah, go to like Wikipedia and look up the McMartin preschool case, and you're going to be like, how the fuck did these cops actually? How did they live with themselves? But like being like, oh my god, so you guys had hot air balloon races, and then went down into caves where there were naked demons and like all kinds of weird shit that these kids said, and they show like the interview.
Oh, so they put an innocent person in prison?
Oh yeah, like
I'm
a
not doing
guy
that.
and his mom, like the mom was like fucking 60, 65 or something, because the psychologists were asking them all these leading questions to
Right.
get the kids to prove the case, you know? It's one of those like greatest miscarriages of justice ever, you know?
Jesus.
All right.
I don't trust them.
All right. So we're gonna get started. Are you done? Because I got some fucking doozies here.
I'm done.
Jiggy, you here, buddy?
Jiggy!
Jiggy looks like he get.
Should we all take a pull of the bottle?
Yeah.
Jiggy have the perfect.
Yeah,
look,
go
man.
for it.
That's awesome.
I'm environmentally conscious. I don't want to waste a
place.
plastic cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, if there's a bottle of Jameson in the back, if we could float that to stage, the show will be much better. Ladies and gentlemen, Jiggy.
Jiggy's
Yeah,
right
Jiggy
here.
right there.
Are there any other comedians from the show? Some of the guys said they were going to swing by, and they fucking lied. So we're good with this group. Okay, so
Wait,
guys,
Q, you know what? Very quickly, I'm interested. How many people came back tonight because they thought we may be reading more IJ erotica? I mean, we're not, but I wondered if those people laughed it up, man.
who wants to go first? We need two. We need two volunteers.
I'll say they have a baby that looks like Dom Irera here too. I don't know whose baby that is. Beautiful young man.
I never would have thought that unless you pointed it out.
You want to go?
Oh
with
yeah,
Jiggy?
I'll go.
I'll go with Theo. I don't really understand
Okay.
what we're doing, but I'll do it.
Okay, trust me, you'll get it. You'll get it. All right, you guys pick up the blue dice.
Okay.
You pick up the red dice.
Okay.
Bring your mics. Bring your mic.
This seems like CNN.
No, it's good.
You said it seems like CNN. You
Yeah,
said
the blue
no,
and
it's
the
good.
red.
All right, here we go.
What's your platform?
So all you got to do is you're going to roll the dice. You're going to see who you are, and then I'm going to read you the scenario.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to roll your dice first?
Oh, you can't even
I am
roll
a
yours.
single grandmother.
All right. Excellent. Excellent.
Hello.
Oh, Theo's a blind boy.
All right. So, blue, you're a single grandmother. Red, you're a blind boy.
Okay.
Don't walk
And
off the
here-
stage, dude.
Theo's getting into character.
Here is your situation.
Show me where he tickled you.
Blue
Yeah.
wants to join a nudist colony, but is reluctant to do so alone. So she invites Red to go with him to a nudist open house. I'm not making this shit up. Red is uncertain and uncomfortable at the thought of public nudity. Red starts.
Is he uncomfortable because he's like, what the fuck is the point of going to a nude resort if I can't see shit?
It might be the fact that it's his grandmother. I don't know, but let's go. Red starts.
Where are you, grandmother?
I'm over here, Theo.
And where is Dad?
It's a little bit to your right, but you don't need to come closer.
I'm so blind.
And I'm so young and smoking hot. I want you to join me, Theo. I have an adventure. Get on my elephant. We're going to go to a wonderful cave where everyone is naked.
Yes, sir, grandmother. The name's Lilac, actually.
Wow, you're already pretty into this. So the second act isn't there. Like there's no tension. 'Cause you're down.
I don't want to go, grandmother. I'm just so tired from working all day.
Where do you work, little blind boy?
Oh, I've been working down by the sawmill.
I feel like whoever hired a little blind boy at a sawmill was a real piece of shit.
Yeah, I don't know him, but he sounded like a mean man.
I have something much better for you than a sawmill, little boy.
What is it?
I want you to smell what naked people smell like. They smell like angels' tears.
Yes, ma'am, sir. I'm ready. Are we there yet?
I'm just warming up my hot tub. I want you to come inside and tickle the fuck out of me.
All right.
Please come with me.
All right.
We're good.
Nice work, guys. But we should say that the rules say there's a 30-second time limit. We go to like a minute because these guys are too funny not to.
Right in here.
That was like the avatar of fucking improv.
All right.
Whoa. Hold up. Before we get into that conversation, gotta take a quick ad break. Squarespace.com. That's right, Squarespace.com. You want to build a website or portfolio or an online store? Then you gotta check out Squarespace.com. It is so easy, but still so professionally designed, regardless of your skill level, and there's no coding required. Easy to use tools, and get this, a free domain if you sign up for a year. Start your free trial today at squarespace.com. When you decide to sign up for Squarespace, make sure to use the offer code TESD to get 10% off your first purchase. Squarespace. Build it beautiful. How beautiful? Well, check out smodcast.com. Look how beautiful that is. We wouldn't use it if it wasn't beautiful, would we?
All right, Joe and Jiggy, you guys want to take a shot at this?
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, he gets to do it with a real joker, and I got to do it with Owen.
He insulted you.
But I love you, though.
I don't have my microphone.
All right, Joe, you want to roll?
I'm a little girl.
He's a little girl. Jiggy, you are an elderly man.
Oh, yeah.
This writes itself.
Okay, so here we go. Red, the little girl, discusses with Blue, the elderly man, her concern that some longtime members will leave the church if a minority family, which has requested membership, is allowed to join. I mean, fuck the 70s, right? This is insane. Blue feels strongly about equal rights and wants the family to be welcomed into the fellowship. Red starts.
And they blind or not?
No, nobody's blind.
I think they're just black. It's America's Sweetheart, Joe got it.
That's
Here
right.
we go. Playing a racist little girl. Here we go.
So did you hear about the blacks that want to join in?
Oh, you mean those dark fellas that came over? Yes, I have heard about them.
Oh, I think it's a bad idea.
Well, you know, little girl, there are some bad ideas that are also a lot of fun.
Now, that does not sound right coming from an old man to a little girl.
Come over here, I'll show you what I mean. Now that's one thing I've always wondered about in little girls.
Oh, what? Let's stay on topic.
What did your mama tell you about the black folk trying to come to our church?
She said, "Stay away. It's contagious."
That's not all entirely true. But one thing you should realize that equal rights is how we got here in the first place.
I don't see you guys laughing at equal rights.
No, I'm laughing at Jiggy's old man.
I want to know what fucking history book they're reading.
This is a tutorial video where I'm from.
All right, guys. You got 15.
This is what happens when you hang out with Theo Vaughn
You
for
got
4
15
days.
seconds. You got to win this argument.
You gotta win.
I think that you should allow the black people to the church, and then we can all hold hands together.
While you were talking to me, they just stole your car.
That's it. That's it.
I don't even know.
Damn, dude. Is this a rally?
I'm so sorry.
All right.
The banners are going
go?
to drop any second.
Who wants to go again? Theo, you pick your opponent.
I think it should be you versus.
No, not me. I'm a host.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, I'm hosting. All right, me. All right, me.
Him
all right,
versus
You.
There we go.
There you go.
It's Brian versus hot Bri on Bri action.
I was not prepared to perform tonight.
So you're going to be...
That's how we feel.
were we supposed to be prepared to perform? Because none of us were.
I've never worked on an old woman's voice before.
Oh, we can't do that one again.
Yeah, Joe was watching Mississippi Burning in his hotel room.
No, we're not
just
going
rolled the
to
two
do
that we did.
repeats. We're not going to do repeats.
Yeah.
You are a middle-aged mother,
Okay.
Brian Johnson.
This is an actual board game. Oh, I'm a neighbor lady. All right.
Okay, this sounds like a porno.
Okay.
So far, so good.
He sounds like a porno.
Yeah.
Blue is delivering a pizza an hour.
Yeah.
So we got middle-aged mother and neighbor lady.
Yes, all right.
So the middle-aged mother has an illness that doctors say is incurable. She is considered allowing her body to be frozen until a cure is found. The middle-aged mother asks the neighbor lady for her opinion. The neighbor lady does not believe in this practice and thinks that illness is sometimes God's will.
Oh, snap.
Red starts.
Red starts, okay.
Neighbor lady, I'm so glad you're here. I just got back from the doctor. You are not going to believe what, well, he said. Of course, women aren't doctors in the 70s. So what he said.
Right.
You want to hear some fucked up shit?
Yeah. You know I'm a lesbian, right? Excellent. All right. You're a middle-aged mother.
Yeah, I have an incurable
that's-
disease.
That box is banged out by all those kids you gave.
Wait, what was it again? I have an incurable disease and what?
You're going to get frozen. Frozen.
Oh, I'm going to get my
Okay.
body frozen.
Yeah.
I have an incurable disease.
What do you have?
Leprosy. That's what all this is about?
They could have cured leprosy in the 70s, you say?
No. So what he suggested was that I just, next appointment, I just step into a freezer, hang out until I'm dead, and then when they find a cure for leprosy, I'm golden.
Okay. Who gave you this advice? Was it Ted down the street with the freezer in his garage?
Yeah, with all the knives and the duct tape and the handcuffs.
I think. Wait, what is my position?
Your position.
It's God's
It's
will.
God's will. And
Okay.
she
Oh,
dies.
Jesus. Well, listen.
It's God's will and she dies.
Yeah, diseases are God's
Okay,
will.
Listen, I understand that this might have jarred you. And
A little.
And I understand that you have 3 children that rely on you for a mother. Your youngest is only 9 months old.
And my husband died of cirrhosis of the liver at 30.
Yes, I meant to talk to you about that too. That ties into this. And I realize that once you die,
You don't know my pain, bitch. You ain't me.
Yeah, smack that
there you
bitch.
go. I understand that once you die, your children will be given to the state because you have no kin. And I understand that they'll probably get, a life of crime and that, who knows, they'll probably get to a family that uses some child slave thing.
Or possibly a hot tub with a middle-aged man.
Yeah, I know all these things. But I have to tell you that I think that you getting a disease and dying, it's God's will. It's God's will. Yeah.
Well, how are you feeling? Because maybe a murder-suicide is the answer here.
No, I feel good. I have these tits. All right. So I just play with them all day.
Hanging tits.
What? I'm a neighbor lady. That's it. I told you I shouldn't be in this. I'm too drunk. Shut up. All right, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
All right, thank you. I don't really know. All right, come on. Who do you guys want to see go against who? You, blonde from Australia. Pick two people. Owen and Joe. All right.
Oh fuck! This is gonna be really intense.
Owen, you are
a teenage person.
And Joe, you are.
No, we did that
we got elderly man already.
I'm still an elderly man, apparently. Is this thing no? I'm
Red's father.
Who's Red?
Who's Red?
Oh, you're my
teenage
dad.
person.
Yeah.
And what is you again?
I'm a teenage person. I get to choose my gender.
All right.
I love that this game was so beyond. It was so beyond me and you that neither of us realized that Red's father meant the Red Cube's father.
I got it.
Okay, so. Okay.
Wait a minute. Is this a real game?
This is a real. That's the box over there. That's a real board game from the 70s.
That is unbelievable.
Walt bought it on eBay for like $9.
That is fucking amazing.
Wow.
Crazy.
Overpaid.
All right. So, Red's father was responsible for a hit and run accident earlier today, and is afraid to report it.
You keep your bitch mouth shut.
All right. So that was Red's father. The teenage person urges his or her father to call the police.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So basically what we have here is Joe, you murdered someone earlier today, and for some reason your teenage person is talking to you about it. All right. Here we go.
Now, I don't want to tell you
Who starts?
Oh, I'm sorry. Blue starts.
I don't want to tell you how to play it, but certain leaks need to be plugged, if you know what I'm talking about.
I'm an Italian from Staten Island.
Yeah,
I
okay.
got you.
Yeah.
All right, Joe. Go ahead.
Oh, I fucked up. Daddy done fucked up. Daddy done fucked up a little bit.
Hey, Dad. You
Hi,
want to take me
teenage
to
person.
Do you mind? Can you take me to soccer practice?
I'd love to, but I got a little problem with the front end right now.
What happened? Did you hit the Kool-Aid man? Because there's all this Kool-Aid all over the car, Daddy. What is that?
Oh, yeah.
I got my shin guards. I got my ball. You want to go to soccer?
No, I'd love to, but Daddy's got to run a little errand to the hardware store to pick up a shovel.
Oh, my God. There's a body in our back seat, Dad. Who is that?
Shh. He's sleeping.
Dad, we got to call the cops right now.
No, he's just sleeping very heavily and covered in Kool-Aid.
Do people sleep with their eyes open?
Wide open. That's the way.
Dad, his dick has been hit off. He
Yes.
doesn't even have a penis.
I took it off and I got nervous. I didn't know
We
what
got
to
to
do, so
call
I
the
just
cops
ripped it.
right now.
I ripped the
We
dick
got to
right
go to
off.
the rotary phone right now and do 911 because it's
I can't.
1972.
I tried to pull myself to it. I got to the 9, the 1, but I couldn't do the last one. If I go away, you're gonna have to live with your mother. I got some news.
I've always known you were a goddamn coward. Listen, Dad.
You remember who your father is, you little bitch.
Seeing as I'm a foot and a half taller than you, I don't think you are my father, Dad. Especially because I'm also black.
Well, there's a funny story about that too. See, I met your mother when she was stealing the car. That's it.
Boom. Done.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
That's tough to beat.
That was an Archie Bunker episode, wasn't it? I think it was.
Now, just so you know, the correct answer in that situation was you freeze the body until they come up with a cure for death.
Oh, nice.
You just said the Archie Bunker. Did you just see this thing that went viral a little while ago? The Archie Bunker. I don't know. I don't want to throw it. I'm sorry, but
no, go.
They said he just said that reminds me of an Archie Bunker episode. And I just saw online they just released like this weird one that never aired or whatever, where Edith gets raped by the next door neighbor.
No, that was aired.
Yeah. And
like
I'm old enough that I remember watching it.
They made it it's a comedy show, and they tried to make it funny.
Yeah.
And Archie comes home halfway through because he's next door, and the guy who's trying to rape her is just hiding in the closet with the door open. Yeah. And Archie never sees it. It's the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. And Archie's like, well, why are you dressed like a slut? Do that.
Dude, how about Hogan's Heroes and set it in Nazi death camp?
Yeah.
Does anyone know? That was a popular television show in America called Hogan's Heroes. It was a sitcom at a Nazi death camp.
What about Quiznos going out of business, though?
Wait, did it really?
It's going out of business.
How?
Quiznos, so get your sandwiches now.
Quiznos going out of business?
No, they are shutting down.
Honestly?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I thought they'd thrive now because of the whole Subway thing.
No.
No? You sure about this? Where are you getting your information? We're in the middle of the fucking ocean.
100%. I don't know.
You can't Google, Theo.
Dude,
Where did you hear that from?
Earlier.
Did the little kid in the hot tub tell you that?
Quiznos, and it had a guy going like this.
I swear, nothing makes me feel older than like when I say something and I look in the person's face and I'm like, they're young enough that I have to explain this reference. Yeah. That's when I know I'm old. They're like, well, why don't you reference, like, I don't know, the Kardashians?
But it's getting to the point where it's like, hey, kids, human empathy is... It's when you look in someone's eye and not your phone. It's crazy.
A connection.
Yeah. But then on the other hand, there's kids out there willing to fucking tickle struggling adults.
Completely innocent men just trying to soothe their muscles.
Bunch of little gold digging children out there.
There's a world.
Trying to get
he was looking for that lawsuit money, I think.
Yeah, they want that Theo Von
Jackson.
money.
He wants that TBS deal with it money. He's been talking.
Howie Mandel's got an earpiece in the kid. He's like, tickle him.
I honestly thought it was you guys. I swear to God. I'm like, there's no way there's a kid with running mascara and a cape on.
Howie Mandel comes out. He's like, deal with it. You won $500.
You let a kid molest you. You won $1,000.
I thought it was Murr. Just you disguised him a little. I'm like, man, Murr lost a little bit of weight overnight.
Why is Murr wearing mascara? Yeah. He even gets shit when he's not here.
It was a designer cape, so I definitely thought it was Murr, man. It was.
Q, do you want to go against the grain and pull two people? See if they have what it takes?
Oh, my God. But you don't feel like these people are going to give us duds?
Well, it's a minute and a half.
Don't tell me I gave you a dud. All right, who feels they're up to this?
Wow, this bad bitch.
You pick one, Q.
Someone's going for it.
Well, we have two women. I want a man for this. We'll get to it.
Do we have a dude?
I want a dude. Is there a dude?
What about the guy that take a shit?
If you don't feel you're up to it, then don't do it. Nate, you want to do this? All right, come on.
That guy's an adult.
Yeah, Nate is a long-time Tell 'em Steve Dave fan.
What up, Nate? Nate Dogg.
Nate won this cruise. He got here on for free by, yes.
Wow.
He won it on an episode of Tell 'em Steve Dave. And we feel, let me ask you something. Now that it's all over, everybody feels you cheated and looked on the internet for your answer. Everybody. Did you?
I did not cheat.
Be a fucking man and tell the truth.
I didn't cheat.
You guessed Get 'em Steve Dave's rambling nonsense on your own.
Jimmy Stewart.
Well, I mean, okay, because look, this is one thing that helped because there's a
thing called the internet, and I looked it up.
One, I was hiding from like managers at work.
Let's try rolling. What is your name, sweetheart?
It's going to be in your head.
What is your name?
Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
Amanda, you need a mic, Amanda. So here, take mine.
Hey, take mine.
All right, we got this. Okay, roll the die. Let's get into this. If you two, I got a news for you. I know you two look a little nervous. If you fuck this up,
I've actually played it before.
We're not going. Oh, you played it before?
You played it before? Where?
At my church.
Did Owen order this?
Oh, talking to the mic.
You're in trouble, big guy.
I'm going to lose.
What do you mean? What church?
I'm a preschool teacher and a youth group leader at a Methodist church where I'm from.
What are you doing here? Why'd you come to this show? Did you think it was going to be like...
I'm a huge Tell 'em Steve Dave fan.
Wow. But wait a second. They still use this game to teach children?
Yes.
Are you out of your fucking mind? This is like a racist, sexist acid trip.
So right now they think that diseases are God's will on people. Mm-hmm. They're like taking penicillin and shit is a bad idea.
I have to do what my boss tells me.
With the big fake dice and shit like that?
It's the exact same one.
I like it.
I mean, I'm getting a chubby, but let's do this. All right.
I like it.
Go ahead, roll red. Let's see what we got. Person in a wheelchair. We're already off to a great start. And Nate the cheater gets Red's girlfriend. So you're... Well, no, you could be a man or a woman. This
don't cheat on her, dude.
Well, you know what? Let's play by her rules. Women don't date each other, so you have to be a dude.
A dude in a wheelchair.
Mm-hmm. And you're the girlfriend. Okay.
But put your hair back so you look more like a kind of like a nice man. And maybe can I tuck her hair into her jacket?
Yeah, ponytail that shit up.
I don't care.
Show that pretty face of yours.
Oh my God, it's a man.
Now be like a young man.
How to do the nothing?
Yeah.
Hair tie.
I'm in a wheelchair.
Beautiful little man.
All right. All right, here we go. That's his girlfriend. All right. Ponytail. Okay, so.
Damn, dude.
You're a woman in the 70s. Do whatever you like. Do side pony. Fuck it.
All right, Nate, are you listening? Okay. So, Red's girl, that's you, disapproves of the fact that a minister of her church is dating a member of the congregation before his or her divorce is final. You know this card? Yeah, it's gross.
You know this card.
She's like, oh, this scenario.
Red's girl, that's still you, thinks the minister should be asked to leave the church.
Yep. That's
And asks the wheelchair girl for help.
How do people play this game? I have no clue what the hell you're saying.
All right.
Isn't it fucked up that English is his first language?
You want to read this?
Do we got the wheelchair or no?
You want to read that?
Yeah. Do we got the wheelchair?
It's someone of the crews does.
Will anybody give up their wheelchair? If you're in here, you could probably just have a seat.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry. Blue, and I'm guessing that's the
Red's girl.
Confederacy.
Yeah.
Blue disapproves of the fact that the minister of his church is dating a member of the congregation before his divorce is final.
Right.
Blue thinks the minister should help. Blue thinks the minister should be asked to leave the church and asks Red, the wheelchair man, for help. Red also belongs to the church and sees nothing wrong with the minister's actions. Mm-hmm. Red believes that the minister's personal life is his business. Praise God.
Blue starts.
Can you believe what he is doing?
Ministers need love too.
But he just
You're
got
standing
out of
awfully
it.
tall for someone in a wheelchair, I'll tell you that right now, I'm not believing your act.
Yeah, wheelchair up a little.
There we go.
This looks like an Avril Lavigne photo picture where like she stands fucking 20 feet away from the person. There's no reason not to move closer.
Get in there.
But he is divorced and they're not even done yet. That's the papers are still there.
Wait, hold on a second. Is that your real accent?
No.
How about we don't fucking Daniel Day-Lewis this shit and maybe just stick to reality and like emotions?
Nobody can understand what the fuck you're saying.
Wait, I didn't even know we started.
All right, Nate, come on, babe.
The papers are still out there.
Well, we all know his bitch wife cheated with the choir director 6 months ago. What difference does it make?
Well, with the whole choir, but that's totally out of the question right now.
Somebody's clearly played this game before.
That's what I'm saying. Can I just ask you what you feel this is teaching children, this particular
Nothing.
scenario? Nothing, okay.
I think respect, probably.
All right, keep going.
That was the whole choir, not just one.
Then why is it a problem if he dates one of the other choirs?
I mean,
He's outgunned.
I haven't really formulated my argument. Can I get back to you?
It's like, yeah, just Google an answer.
You cheating fuck.
I'm getting ganged on. Shit. Just like the minister.
Well, his wife. His ex-wife.
But
don't forget that you guys are in a relationship.
Yeah, somebody got to.
Yeah, there has to be a loving undertone.
Yeah, you guys
have some fucking backstory, Nate.
Yeah. I'm not feeling that you guys are in a relationship. Can I see a little of that?
Don't you remember yesterday when I walked you?
You didn't walk me anywhere.
I rolled you all the way around.
You're outgunned. You're outgunned. Admit defeat. Put your microphone down and walk the fuck away.
I know. Might as well. But I rolled you.
Wait, I want to see where this is going. All right, my favorite part is he's got pigtails still.
I rolled you after church all the way until Chick-fil-A was open on Monday morning.
Yeah, but it was a bumpy-ass sidewalk.
But Chick-fil-A and the minister.
I don't understand what Chick-fil-A has to do with the minister banging somebody else.
Because Chick-fil-A is owned by the minister, too. Did you not know that? He told that in the last sermon. He said,
he just threw in a
Wait, hold on.
twist.
There's a second card here. Here we go.
Damn, man.
Blue wants to incorporate the wheelchair into their sex life. Red starts.
Red starts.
Let's see a little off-roading.
I don't think our support beams can hold it.
well, I just bought the Kama Wheelera. There's so many positions that we can wheel around.
Hold on, wait.
Just say it's wheelie hot.
Just roll with it, honey.
Maybe we can clip some baseball cards on it to get some little extra friction.
You're going to motorboat the wheelchair? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
It's going to sound pretty fun.
Oh, wait, hold on 1 second.
Here we go. Update.
Hold on. Red starts getting feeling in her legs again. Blue is not enjoying it because he only likes the fact that she was paralyzed.
Yeah.
So now that I had the surgery and I can walk again, let's go for a run.
I'm too fat for that.
Hey, praise God.
Hey, you give a round of applause.
Sir. Well done.
Praise God, ladies and gentlemen. Good job.
That was awesome. Give it up for Nate. He ended strong.
Guys,
Beautiful young adults right there.
we got that midnight. All right, we got to get with Jiggy. Pick your partner. One more. Oh, wait. Do you guys want to end this shit, or you want to go like another couple of rounds?
Let's do a couple more rounds.
A couple of rounds, right?
We're going to get the jig man out there.
We're allotted for 15 more minutes. You want to just take it and use it, right? Let's do it.
Right now.
Yeah, Casey's here.
Oh,
That guy's hilarious. That guy's hilarious.
By the way, if there's any of our guests are here, just come right up like Casey just did.
Yes.
Please come up.
Love
All right, Casey.
Grab a seat. Jost, grab a seat.
Casey Jost, listen to him. All right, Casey, you're going to go with Jiggy.
Great. Love it.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
The jigster.
Oh, I love this. Okay.
Nate handsome, too. You guys handsome.
Hey,
right,
microphone cheers.
Wow.
All right. All right.
Wow. That was
Okay.
makes your dick turn the
So
other
roll
way.
first?
Yeah, you roll first. We had blind, but we already had blind voting.
Okay.
Are there any that we didn't have? All right, just fuck it. Just
Wait,
roll it.
can we just break it apart and mix too?
Young man.
There you go, young man.
All right.
Like a Village People person? Young man. Oh, great. Older or younger?
Okay.
That's up to you.
Now,
All
Willie.
right. So hold on. Before we continue with this, Joe Gatto just had a genius idea. He's saying for the next round, we forego the die and go to you guys to see who player one and player two.
Amen.
Okay?
Yes. Praise God.
So start thinking right now because we're going to go to you after this. Okay, so Blue is despondent and tells Red that he is considering suicide.
So despondent means sad.
Yeah.
That's
Or excited.
big word.
Or diarrhea,
Stage.
too.
Red
If you're despondent.
always sees the brightest side of life and tries to give Blue hope. Blue starts. So wait, you're a young man. You're the mother.
Wait, no, I'm a brother.
Oh, brother.
You got to be urban, bro. So get your chime on, man.
All right, so blue starts.
Wait, I'm still a young
you're
man?
You're feeling a little down. You're feeling a little down.
Brother, huh?
Are we going to the audience at all or no?
No, I think that's the next
No,
one.
next one.
Next one. Gotcha.
No, he's not even just feeling down.
Here we
he
go.
has to convince his brother that suicide is the only solution.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, that's your job.
And I'm just positive, right?
Be a real brother, dog.
Let's do it.
Turn up.
You weren't here for my first one, but it was really terrible. I think I should just end it now.
That's great. Heaven's going to be amazing. It's checkmate.
Do you
right?
think 4 feet will do it?
What?
It's only 4 feet. Do you think that will do it?
No, you'll just end up in like wheelchair girl. I think honestly, you gotta, shoot for the stars because if you miss, you'll die.
What if I think I should, could you help me like jump off the boat? I want to make sure like if I go out, I want it to be like a big deal.
Like you want me to throw like a suicide party for you?
Yeah, like I want to jump off the boat but then my suicide will be affecting like 3,000 other people because then everyone will have to wait for me to get rescued.
Wait, how?
But then how
well known do you think you are here in the situation where you jump off the boat and everyone's gonna? And there's only like 8 hours left of this ship before we land.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm famous enough to inconvenience people.
Yeah, don't
You're
you know
right.
how to
I should just
suicide?
die alone. Isn't that my goal?
Yeah. I'm trying to be positive. Yeah, dying alone is great. You've always been introverted, and it'll just be fun, and you just get to do it all by yourself.
Mm-hmm. Remember how much Grandma loved it?
You died like you had sex, just by yourself.
Well,
this isn't right. I can't say this. I think you have a lot to live for. Okay. I mean, you pull off Pink. You do.
Fuchsia.
It's call it salmon, call it fuchsia. It's great.
growing.
You pull it off, and you got a lot to live for. There's a lot of people out there. You drop a mic like no one's beeswax.
yeah. And you're still getting taller?
Yeah.
I don't have my cushion. Or I'd do
Your
it
hair's
again.
growing
Got your
in.
baby teeth.
Hey, no, honestly, I think everything's great. Everything's great.
I want to end it now.
Right now?
Right now.
You haven't really said why yet. I mean, you just seem so despondent, but I don't know what's going on. Tell me why you're sad. Maybe I can help.
I'm having a lot of issues, but they're internal, and I haven't told everyone about them yet. It's mostly with my heart.
Tinder doesn't work on the boat.
Hey, listen.
That's funny because Chiggy, when we're on tour, just gets laid all the time on Tinder.
Yeah.
So I guess it's funny to us. You guys go.
Dude, well,
You
one
guys
of
just
y'all
go fuck
die
yourselves,
already?
I guess.
Jig, you dying or not, dude?
Yeah, just fucking commit.
I feel like I'm dying up here right now. Is this good enough?
Bro, you can't even die.
All right, so I'm dead.
All right, so you're a good. All right, now you're a ghost.
So Jost won that round.
All right.
You did really well, though. But he convinced you to kill yourself alone.
It's like wilding out, but it's not horrible.
We're gonna keep Casey in because he just got here.
That's the first time ever in Roll and Roll where it's been like, tune in next week for the conclusion.
Right.
Do you mind if I improv a little with Jost?
No problem at all. I'm happy for that.
Hell yeah.
All right, here we go.
could've been
Roll
a
them dice.
dancer.
Oh wait, no, the audience. What do you got? All right, you're an up-and-coming break dancer.
I am?
You're an up-and-coming break dancer. And you're a gay fireman.
Great.
Okay.
Honestly,
I think she was talking to Quinn.
Yeah. Was she reading your Wikipedia? I think she just Googled Brian Quinn again.
All right.
Gay fireman's great for me because my mom will be happy because I'll have a city job. And my dad will be happy because he's always known.
All right. Okay, so.
Dude, great show, by the way. That's so fucking great.
Guys, no gaying up top, all right?
Okay, so what do we have again? We were up-and-coming break dancer. You're red, you're blue, you're a gay fireman.
So what's the conflict?
Here we go.
What's the
Oh,
scenario?
I don't have to.
You don't believe in fire. You don't believe in fire.
Trust me. Red is on a committee arranging for help, food, clothing, etc.
I'm red,
for
right?
a group.
What?
Am I red? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. No. He's red.
Okay.
Trust me. Owen is on a committee arranging for help, food, clothing, etc., for a group of refugees, topical,
I've heard of
who have arrived at the church. Red asks Blue for help. Blue, the gay fireman, is very independent and self-sufficient and doesn't want to bother with other people who should learn to take care of themselves. Mm-hmm. Owen starts.
Refugees.
You call that dancing?
I'm up and coming, bitch. I still got to learn shit, but I got a lot of heart. Yo, man. I got a bunch of people in some need of blankets.
Oh, I love this. I could turn anything into a nice fashion accessory.
Really?
Especially, you should see what I do with fires.
You put them out. That's what you do. You're a fireman. I'm not talking about fires, bro. I'm talking about these people need some food and some shelter. I got some people here that are fucking super hungover, and they don't have a ride home.
Yeah.
Honestly, you think I just put fires out? That's a stereotype that has plagued my people.
Listen, man.
Whoa.
If a firefighter doesn't put out fire, then what the hell are you good for, bro? Because I know what I'm good for. I'm good for being really subpar at breakdancing. But I got YouTube, bitch. I can learn. Just like these people need to learn how to take care of themselves. But until then, I need help.
Look, all they have right now are those oily rags, and I know what happens with those.
What happens with oily rags?
I jerk off with them.
Really?
And they can combust. They can go on fire. Okay? So I don't want to help.
Listen, theoretically, everything can go on fire.
Whoa.
But that's not what I want. I need some water for these poor Mexicans.
Honestly, all we need to do is...
The Rio Grande is dry. I need help. And you're a firefighter. You're wearing the full gear right now. Granted, I'm picking up your eye fucking me up here. But that has nothing to do with anything.
You said I'm eye fucking you up here, which you pointed to your crotch. Was that just a dance move?
No, it's because I'm 6'7" and everything is up here.
True. That's absolutely true. I can't fight that. Wait, I say we just put out a little tip cup in front of you. I mean, I know your moves.
I'm up and coming, man. I have no skills.
No, listen. Listen. Do you feel that? You came. You're not up and coming. You came.
All right.
So You're bad. Up and came.
All right. Amazing.
That's right.
Amazing. All right, Joe Gatto, Theo, you want to give a shot again, buddy?
Yeah, wow.
All right.
Me and Joey G.
All right. We're going to go to the audience for Joe Gatto is... You're a pregnant teen.
That's easy. Typecast much?
Theo. All right, kid, what do you got? A sumo wrestler. All right.
You're not blind anymore.
You're a sumo wrestler. You're a pregnant teen. What?
I sure am ready for my next fight, sir.
Okay. All right.
Theo,
all right.
do you know how this game works? You're not blind anymore, Theo.
You're a sumo wrestler, babe. And you're
he's Asian. It just looks like
Gotcha. My bad.
Joe tells Theo... Joe tells Theo that...
he's a blind sumo.
Name's Lilac, sir.
Joe, you tell the sumo wrestler that your employee is cheating the customers, okay? You're afraid to do anything about it for fear of losing your job. You're a pregnant teen. Sumo wrestler, you try to persuade the pregnant teen to report the discovery even at the risk of losing his job.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Joe starts. Joe starts.
I don't even want to say anything. I just want to stand here and watch him do this for 10 minutes. Well, I'm certainly in a predicament.
Who goes there? Name's Lilac, sir.
It's me. It's me. Fantasia. Lower. It's me. Higher. It's me. Listen, I've got a real predicament.
I feel it, honey.
No, not that. That was a happy accident sent to me by Jesus.
It felt like two predicaments, honey. It felt like twins. But I'll wrestle both of them to the death.
Please.
Name's Lilac, sir. Been working in the field, sir.
You're a sumo
You're
wrestler.
a sumo wrestler. What fields are you working in?
And I've been wrestling. I've been wrestling with these feelings inside of my soul, sir. We so tired, sir. We want some water, sir.
I understand, because I've been wrestling with something. I've been wrestling with something at work.
We want some water, sir.
I really should find somebody else to talk to at this point that could possibly help me and not just roll around.
This isn't a fucking community theater of roots. Get up and be a sumo wrestler.
Name's Lilac, sir.
You'll win eventually. Don't worry.
We tired as hell, sir. We so tired, sir.
I know you're tired as hell. I just need you to focus and help me.
We've been wrestling and tending to these crops, mister.
Stop working on the farm. You're a wrestler. Why are you on a farm? Listen to me, love.
It's so hard to work, sir. I can't carry this championship belt anymore, sir.
You have to wrestle. You don't have to do crops. All you have to do is run. This is why you've never won a match.
Sir, I gunned on 1 million rounds of this cotton, sir.
You know what? Fuck it. Give me your wallet and go get an abortion.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen,
End scene.
peace, asshole. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, please, thank you for joining me, Brian Jenkins. Thank you, Theo Vaughn. Thank you, Joe Gatto. Thank you, Owen Benjamin. Thank you, Jiggy. For myself and Brian Johnson, this has been an amazing experience for us to do a Space Monkeys live again after so much time. Thank you all very, very much. Have a good night.
This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio. Sir, only at smodcast.com.